Your person can see and feel things about the journey you are both on, even if they haven't openly expressed it. They sense your energy in ways that go beyond the physical world, connecting with you on a soul level. In moments of solitude, they instinctively reach out to you telepathically, knowing that your presence is still there, even if you are not physically beside them. This connection is something they may not fully understand yet, but it is undeniable. It tugs at their heart, reminding them that what you share is rare and irreplaceable. Over the past few months, they have been through many difficult moments, tower moments that shook their foundation and forced them to face truths they had been avoiding. These moments may have made it seem like they were distant, distracted, or even uninterested. But in reality, much of that distraction was due to karmic interference, outside forces that pulled their focus away from what truly matters. It may have seemed like they were lost in their own world, disconnected from you, but everything was happening for a reason. These challenges were necessary for their growth, helping them shed old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve them. Now, things are beginning to align on both sides. Though you may feel like the connection is stagnant, like nothing is moving forward, the truth is that much is happening beneath the surface. Your person is in deep reflection, thinking about this bond and what it truly means to them. They are coming to profound realizations about the role you play in their life, understanding that your absence has created a void that no one else can fill. It is in losing you, or at least feeling like they have lost you, that they are finally seeing the depth of their emotions. Your presence brought something unique into their life, something they didn't fully appreciate before. Now, they are recognizing that you are not just someone they desire on a surface level, you are someone who brings them healing, clarity, and peace. You are someone who helps them feel whole, someone who sees beyond their exterior and understands them in a way no one else does. They do not just long for you physically, they crave your energy, your light, and the way you make them feel like the best version of themselves. When the two of you were exchanging energy regularly, your person felt alive, inspired, and creative. You ignited something within them that pushed them to think outside the box, to dream bigger, to step into their potential. Your energy sparked ideas and motivation, giving them the strength to move forward in ways they never expected. Without you, however, they feel dull, uninspired, and somewhat lost. There is a sense of purposelessness, as if something vital is missing from their life. This person is used to being in control, used to being the dominant force in their relationships. They have always made sure that others are pleasing them, catering to their needs, and following their lead. But with you, things are different. This connection does not operate on their usual terms. They cannot simply dominate and expect you to comply because you are different from anyone they have ever encountered before. You challenge them, mirror their deepest emotions, and force them to see parts of themselves they may have tried to ignore. That realization is both intimidating and exhilarating for them. They know they cannot approach this connection the same way they have approached past relationships. With you, it is an entirely different story. They have to step up, be accountable, and embrace vulnerability in a way that they never have before. That is not easy for them, but they are beginning to understand that if they want to be with you, they must evolve. Right now, they are in a period of transformation. They may not be ready to fully express everything they are feeling, but they are processing it internally. They are learning to acknowledge their emotions rather than suppress them. They are beginning to see that this connection is not just another fleeting moment, it is something real, something profound, something worth fighting for. Even if they are silent, even if they have not reached out, know that they are thinking about you. They feel your energy, and they miss it deeply. They are realizing that no one else can replace what you bring into their life. The more they reflect, the more they understand that this connection is not just about attraction, it is about healing, growth, and purpose. The road ahead may not be entirely clear yet, but one thing is certain: this journey is far from over. The connection between you is too strong, too deep, to simply fade away. In time, as they continue to grow and align with their true self, they will find their way back to you. They just need to overcome their fears, let go of old patterns, and embrace the love that has been in front of them all along. You don't realize the pain I feel or the weight of everything I have put you through. I don't think I even fully understand it myself. The thought of trying to explain myself, of looking you in the eyes and apologizing, terrifies me. Not because I don't want to take responsibility, but because I don't want to see the hurt I have caused you. The idea of facing that pain, knowing I am the reason for it, feels unbearable. I don't know if I could handle seeing the disappointment in your eyes, knowing I am the one who put it there. I have spent so much time being angry at myself for messing things up with you. There are moments when I replay everything in my head, wondering where exactly it all went wrong. Maybe it wasn't just one moment, maybe it was a series of small, careless choices that built up over time until they became something I could no longer fix. The regret is overwhelming, and it follows me everywhere. I find myself thinking about you constantly, in ways I never expected. I see little pieces of you in everything and everyone around me. A familiar laugh, a certain look in someone's eyes, even the way a song plays at the wrong time, it all reminds me of you, and it only makes me miss you more. I wish I could go back and change things. I wish I had made different choices, spoken different words, and handled things better. If I could, I would take back all the times I made you feel like you didn't matter, like I didn't care. The truth is, I have always cared. You have never been far from my mind, not even for a second. But I let my own fears and insecurities cloud my actions, and instead of showing you how much you meant to me, I pushed you away. You are special to me, more than I can ever put into words. Even when I told you otherwise, even when I acted as if I didn't care, the truth is, I was lying to myself more than I was lying to you. I didn't push you away because I stopped caring, I pushed you away because I felt like you deserved better. I convinced myself that you would be happier without me, that I was only holding you back or hurting you in ways I didn't even understand. But looking back, I see how wrong I was. In trying to protect you from myself, I ended up causing you even more pain. There are so many things I wish I could take back. The words I said in anger, the moments I let my pride get in the way, the times I chose silence when I should have spoken, I regret them all. If I could go back, I would make sure you knew just how much you mean to me. I would tell you every day, so there would never be a moment when you doubted it. But I can't change the past, and that is the hardest part. I have been hurting without you, in ways I never thought possible. I try to numb the pain, to push it down and pretend it doesn't exist, but nothing works. No distraction, no amount of time, no attempt to move forward has been enough to erase what I feel for you. The emptiness is still there, and it lingers in the quiet moments, in the spaces where you used to be. I don't know if you'll ever truly understand how much I miss you. It's not just about missing your presence, it's deeper than that. I miss the way you made me feel, the way you saw me when I couldn't even see myself. I miss the comfort of knowing you were there, that no matter how chaotic life became, I had you to turn to. Losing you, has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to face. I don't expect you to forgive me easily. I don't even know if you should. But I need you to know that I am sorry, truly, deeply sorry, for every way I hurt you. I never meant to cause you pain, and if I could take it all back, I would. I would do anything to undo the damage I've done, to take away the hurt I put you through. I don't know if there's a way forward from here, if we can ever get back to what we once were. But no matter what happens, I just need you to know that you are, and always will be, important to me. Even if life takes us down different paths, even if you never speak to me again, you will always have a place in my heart. I don't know what the future holds, and I won't pretend to have all the answers. But if there is even the smallest chance that I can make things right, that I can show you how much you truly mean to me, I would do anything for that chance. Until then, all I can do is hope that, someday, you'll understand how much I truly cared all along. Your partner is experiencing an overwhelming sense of desperation, and as a result, they are on the verge of making impulsive moves toward you. Their jealousy has reached its peak as they watch you flourish in your own little world, fully immersed in the joy and beauty that life has to offer. You have been embracing the gifts of the universe with an open heart, finding peace and contentment in the present moment. This newfound serenity in your life has only made your partner feel more drawn to you, as if they are magnetically pulled toward your energy. Despite the time and distance that may have separated you, they cannot shake the thought of you from their mind. They do not want to be forgotten, nor do they want this beautiful connection to fade away. Deep down, your partner harbors an intense desire to reach out to you and express the truth behind their past actions. They want to confess that the reason they blocked or ghosted you was not out of indifference or lack of care, but rather due to their own fear of rejection. They were afraid of being turned away, of facing the possibility that you might not want them back in your life. Their pride and ego stood in the way, leading them to make choices they now regret. At the time, they believed that by cutting ties or disappearing, they were protecting themselves from emotional pain. However, in reality, all they did was create more suffering, not only for themselves but for you as well. Now, as they reflect on their past mistakes, they are filled with embarrassment and shame. They are coming to terms with the fact that their actions were not justified and that they acted selfishly, allowing their insecurities to dictate their behavior. They deeply regret the way they treated you and the hurt they caused. The weight of their own karma is now bearing down on them, forcing them to confront the consequences of their choices. They are going through one of the darkest phases of their life, and this period of solitude and introspection has led them to a painful realization: they wronged you, and now they are paying the price for it. Through this period of suffering, they have come to understand the true depth of their emotions for you. They now recognize that they did not act out of malice but out of fear, the fear of losing you, the fear of being vulnerable, and the fear of facing their own inadequacies. Their insecurities got the best of them, causing them to push you away when all they truly wanted was to be close to you. The irony of the situation is not lost on them. In their attempt to protect themselves from pain, they ended up inflicting the very wounds they feared receiving. Your partner now sees the manipulation and emotional turmoil they subjected you to. They understand how much they hurt you, whether it was through mind games, emotional withdrawal, or actions that made you question your worth. They regret every moment that they made you feel unimportant or unloved. In hindsight, they see how their actions stemmed from their deep-seated fears and unresolved trauma, and they wish they had handled things differently. They know now that they should have been honest with you, should have communicated their feelings instead of running away from them. As they endure the repercussions of their own mistakes, they can't help but wonder if there is still a chance to make things right. They long for reconciliation, but they are also aware that they cannot expect forgiveness to come easily. They understand that trust, once broken, is not something that can be effortlessly restored. Yet, they hope that in time, you might be open to hearing them out. They dream of a moment where they can lay their heart bare before you, confessing their regrets, their mistakes, and their true feelings without fear of judgment. In the meantime, they watch from a distance as you continue to shine. They see you embracing life, finding happiness in the simplest of things, and radiating a sense of peace that they wish they could share with you. It pains them to see you moving forward without them, but at the same time, they cannot deny how much they admire your strength. Your ability to heal, to grow, and to love yourself in ways they never could is something they both envy and respect. You have become the person they always wished to be, confident, self-assured, and unbothered by the past. Your partner's heart is heavy with the realization that they may have lost you forever. The thought is unbearable, yet they know they must face the consequences of their actions. They hope, with all their heart, that the universe will grant them another chance, a chance to prove that they have changed, that they have learned from their mistakes, and that they are capable of loving you the way you deserve to be loved. Until then, they remain in the shadows, caught between the agony of their regrets and the faint glimmer of hope that one day, you might look their way again.